Watch it. If I like Die Hard, I should watch it.
Yep. Only more people get their penises cut off in this.
That guy is pretty funny.
Which guy? Adam Devine.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's funny. Is his name Adam Devine? Yeah.
Yeah. No, Adam Levine.
Adam Levine. And Adam Devine.
No, Adam Levine's a singer.
Yeah, I think Adam Devine is the Workaholics guy, and Adam Levine
I like
is
Carla
the singer.
Delevingne.
She's in it.
Is
well,
she?
there you go. Yep.
Good. Then so all the Devines are in it. What about Adam Levine? Is he in it?
No, but Fred Armisen is.
Who's that?
Steve-O's in it.
Steve-O.
Yep. Shaggy's in it. He does a performance of
Shaggy.
It wasn't me lying on the bathroom floor.
No,
it wasn't me.
If Shaggy's in it, I'll watch it.
Yeah, Shaggy's in it.
All right. Are we recording yet or not?
Yep.
Are we?
Mm-hmm.
Already?
But that's right. Hello and welcome to another edition of Nerdy Oz, where today we have some trailers to break down. 3 trailers? Let's do those first, and then...
Triple trailer.
Triple trailer threat.
Triple trailer threat.
Triple trailer threat.
It's fair.
First off, let's start with what everyone's starting with, and that is...
What?
Avengers Infinity War.
What's that?
Avengers Infinity
what's that?
War, the final trailer. Yes.
What's that?
It's the sequel to Black Panther.
Ah.
They're leaning...
So it's a prequel to Ant-Man?
Yeah, and the Wasp.
Yeah,
probably.
Yeah, probably.
We didn't see Ant-Man in the trailer, but he's very small, so maybe he was in it.
Is he in any of the trailers yet? I think he's in one of the trailers.
No.
The teaser trailer, yeah.
Oh, was he? Yeah, maybe. I can't remember the teaser
Probably.
trailer. But we didn't see Thor either.
He's probably not going to have...
Oh, no, Thor. We did see Thor. We didn't see Hawkeye.
He probably won't have a very big part, Ant-Man, in this, will he?
No, he might be in the next one, because I think that... I can't remember the exact specifics, but it's on the internet. Someone said that James Gunn or whoever directed Avengers Infinity War, not James Gunn, he did Guardians, didn't he?
Guardians 1 and 2.
The Russo brothers said that the characters that don't have a major role in this one will have a major role in the next.
I got a feeling Guardians don't have a very big part in this.
I think they're going to be one of the major characters in this.
Really? Guardians?
Well, that's what I got from the trailer.
Star-Lord was in it a little bit, wasn't he? He said something funny.
So what I got from the trailer, which you guys hopefully have seen, spoilers if you haven't seen the trailer, spoilers for the trailer, but go and watch the trailer.
I think
3 minutes.
when that trailer broke, I think everyone watched it that day.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. It's had like a billion views.
Everywhere on Facebook, like everywhere. I was like, oh, look, someone else put this up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So what I could gather from the trailer is it starts with Gamora. She seems to be talking to maybe the Avengers or Tony Stark about Thanos and what he wants to do. And,
yeah, that's right, yep.
It looks like we have a flashback of baby Gamora.
Oh, okay. Iron Man asks, what's his name, doesn't he?
What's his name again? But that looks like it's from a different scene because he's in a different background, unless he's talking to her on a sort of phone or something, hologram or something. Because he looks like he's sitting in...
Through his tech in his face.
And then what I would say is from the first scenes we see on the trailer is that Thanos comes to the ship, the Asgardian ship, and he kills everyone except for Thor and Loki, because we see Loki sort of stepping over the bodies of all the Asgardians.
Yeah.
And then I think it's meant to trick us into believing that Loki's betraying Asgard because he's holding up the Tesseract and Thanos has Thor by the head.
Yep.
Probably what's going to happen in that is that Thanos is probably going to say, I'll kill Thor unless you give me that.
Yeah.
Tesseract.
So Thanos wants it. So that's one of the Infinity Stones?
Yeah, that's the blue one.
The blue one.
And then I would think that Loki gives it to Thanos, and then Thanos probably kills Loki and throws Thor out of the spaceship.
Yep.
Meanwhile, the Hulk's probably falling to Earth because we see in the reflection on the Sancto Sanctorum... Well, when we see this sort of cycle ship coming... We see that it's got a asteroid coming through it.
Yep.
And then we see in the Sancto Sanctorum window, we can see the asteroid reflecting. So I think that Thor falls from the ship somehow and crashes into Doctor Strange's thing. Anyway, so it looks like Hulk crashes through Doctor Strange's thing. So
he falls from space.
Yeah.
Into New York.
I'd say he probably gets thrown out of the spaceship with Thor. Or the spaceship might even explode, and who knows?
Well, he was on the Asgard spaceship at the end.
Yeah. Remember, he was the Hulk and
I remember
the Rock guy.
I remember the Rock guy was cranky.
The Hulk and the Rock guy, and because it's the final shot where they're looking over it, and Hulk sort of to his left, and he's actually Hulk.
He's Hulk.
What I think probably we're going to get from Avengers Infinity War that I can piece, and these aren't spoilers. I mean, there might be spoilers, but I'm just guessing here.
And so Hulk goes into Doctor Strange's place.
So I think what we're going to get is we're going to get sort of some breaking up of characters. So I think you're going to get, from what I can make out from this trailer, we're going to get a group of characters take Vision to Wakanda to protect him from Thor, because there's a bit where Tony says the one advantage we have is that we have what he wants. So they're probably going to take Vision to Wakanda to protect him. We see a few shots of Vision with the Soul Stone. We see him coming off the plane in Wakanda actually in this trailer, and he's limping a bit, and Scarlet Witch is helping him.
Yeah.
He's got the Soul Stone there, but I wouldn't put it past Marvel to trick us, because in the past they've shown Thor in trailers with 2 eyes when we know he's only got 1, so it's possible that Vision doesn't have a Soul Stone when he gets to Wakanda, because we do see one of the Black Order trying to rip it out, but that could be later on in the movie.
I thought it was Thanos trying to rip it out, but it's not Thanos.
No, I think it's
so
Ebony
what's the gem that, the Infinity Stone that Thanos was putting into his gauntlet?
He's got the Power Stone from the Nova Corps already in his gauntlet.
Yeah.
And he puts the blue one, which is so Power Stone is in Nova Corps. The blue one is the Mind Stone or the Mind Gem.
Then isn't the Mind Gem the one that's in Vision? Is that right? No.
I think that's maybe yes. No, wait. He puts the blue one. I don't know what the blue one is.
Yeah.
The something gem, because the Mind Gem's in Vision.
Yeah.
One of them was in Loki's pokey stick.
That's right. In Avengers, that's what he was using.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So one of them was in that,
and that was his power, wasn't it?
Yeah. And that was in one of them. Anyway, there's one in Vision's head, but he has 2. So I think he's obviously got one from Nova Corps, and then he gets the other one off Loki.
What's the girl from Wakanda? His sister? What's her name? Siri?
Yeah, Shuri.
Shuri. Yeah. Oh,
that was Shuri.
That was Maru.
Yeah.
Sit down, Maru. Ooh.
Dogs and babies. This is all life. No, it's right.
No.
Keep on.
Yeah, this is welcome to my life. Eh? So, what was I going to tell
Shuri.
you? Yeah, she's got like a stone, and it looks like it's projecting something.
Mm-hmm. She's got her beads, her little Techo beads.
Yeah, could that be one of the stones?
I think it's projecting a picture of Vision's head.
Yeah. So you don't think that maybe in Wakanda they've already got one of the stones?
Yeah, it's possible. They might have the Soul Stone. They might have the Soul Stone, which
because you see a big battle occurring on Wakanda.
Yeah, so it's possible from that line we might be able to arrive where he says there's one advantage is we have what he wants or whatever, that they might be taking the stone they have in Vision's head to Wakanda, because either A, Wakanda is very well fortified, has a lot of technology, and is their best bet to keep Vision safe, or B, there's another stone in Wakanda as well. So they're like, well, if we put them both in the one spot, we'll draw him here.
And that looks like and maybe that's the final battle, whatever. But you've got Doctor Strange, Iron Man, and Star-Lord
and Spider-Man.
And Spider-Man all hanging out in New York.
Well, they're in nowhere. They're not in New York.
Okay, but they're not hanging out. Well, there's a scene. Isn't there a scene in the street where they're all sort of standing there with Wong, maybe?
Yeah, possibly. I have to go. I forget that scene. Yeah, you're right. But it looks to me...
You don't see any of them in Wakanda.
No, because it looks to me like Tony... so it looks to me, from what I could put together from the trailer, and again, these are just guesses, but from what I could put together from the trailer, it looks to me like Spider-Man's on a bus. He sees the ship.
Yeah.
He goes to do something with the ship. He gets stuck on the ship. Tony Stark chases Spider-Man, who's stuck on the ship. He has this jet propeller thing on his boots to chase the ship.
Yeah.
He goes to save Peter Parker, who's on the ship.
Yeah.
And then maybe Star-Lord and
Doctor Strange.
Gamora and them are already on the ship. Meanwhile, Doctor Strange is with Wong and the Hulk, who's probably saying, "Hey, blah blah blah," and he can transport them because they're then on Sakaar or Nowhere.
Yeah.
And so and then we see a shot later in the trailer of Peter Parker on Nowhere diving through all this debris. So we know he's on Nowhere. So Nowhere's the big celestial head. Is that what it is?
That's where they were mining the stuff in Guardians.
And that's where the ether is.
Yeah.
The Collector has the ether, which is another stone on Nowhere. That's right,
yeah. That was at the end of Dark
World, yeah.
Yeah, Dark World, yeah.
So it looks like we've got one group of people in Wakanda. We've got then Peter Parker, Doctor Strange, Tony Stark, and some of the Guardians are definitely Peter Quill and Gamora and Drax, maybe.
Yeah, Drax. Yeah, I think I saw Drax.
We've got them on Nowhere, so they're doing something on Nowhere. And then we've got another group of people, which is Thor, Rocket, and Baby Groot, or Teenage Groot now. And it looks to me, and from what they've saying online and everything like that, is that Thor's goes with them to forge a new weapon because he's in a forge and he lifts his hand up with the lightning, and we know that Stormbringer's coming in this film. So I would think Rocket, who's very inventive, goes with Groot and Thor to make a new hammer.
Yeah.
And Stormbringer. And the other guys are doing something on Nowhere, maybe trying to get the ether or something.
But I did see the Hulkbuster in the battle, I'm pretty sure. So Iron Man might turn up to that Wakanda battle. Yeah,
and the other thing that they're saying online, though, and this might be a little interesting twist. What do you reckon about this? This isn't, again, these could be spoilers, but these are just what people are guessing at. People are saying that inside that armor is not Tony, but Bruce Banner, because he's too scared to get angry.
The Hulk.
So he's inside that because he's too scared to get angry because he thinks that he won't come back from being the Hulk if he gets angry. Yeah, so he's inside that. But then you see a scene of him being overrun, and people are speculating that the next shot of that will be Hulk busting through the armor and go, ah!
That's what I was thinking, the Hulk busting out of the Hulkbuster.
But the shot that I love the most is the one of Captain America at the end.
Where he gets the shield?
Where he grabs... Where Thor goes to, like, squash him. I mean, Thanos goes to, like, squash him. And he goes, not on my watch.
Yeah, well, it's because he's all badass.
Yeah, but and then Thanos is like, what the... Why is this guy so strong?
Yeah, T'Challa, is that how you say his name?
Yeah, T'Challa.
T'Challa. And Bucky.
Yeah.
They're all hanging out.
Yeah, they're all in Wakanda. They're in Wakanda anyway.
Yeah, they're already there.
And I think Cap probably comes... He looks like he shows up with Black Widow and stuff.
Isn't there some quippy line about Doctor Strange saying his name's Doctor Strange, and then he's like...
Oh, we're using our made-up names. And he says, I'm Peter Parker. And he goes, Doctor Strange. He says, oh, we're using our made-up names, and I'm Spider-Man.
Yeah, I'm Spider-Man.
That's like a little callback to the... what's your name? It's Strange.
Yeah.
Well, who am I to judge?
Yeah, I like that line. That was probably one of the better lines for that movie.
It's a callback. There's a few little... funny bits. I like the bit with Peter as well where he says, I like your plan, but it sucks. Yeah. So let me come up with a plan and then it might be good.
So that was Star-Lord? Yeah, Star-Lord's cool. And it's pretty cool, him and Iron Man. This will be good. Like, it's just tricky because there is so many
characters, so I think they'll divide them all.
And they've all got big personalities. That's like Star-Lord, Iron Man. Yeah. So I'm trying to rewatch all the Marvel movies.
You're trying to rewatch them all?
Before Infinity War.
So they have a thing in LA where it's 11 hours. Where it's 28 hours or 34 hours. Yeah.
No, I don't want to do that.
But they don't... It's not all of them. It's the first appearance of every character.
I want to watch all of them.
So it's not Thor and all those... I mean, it's not Thor Dark World, but you do get Civil War because it's Black Panther.
And you wouldn't get Iron Man free.
No, not unless it's the introduction of a character. I can't remember. I mean, that's the
Would you get Age of Ultron because it's the second Avengers movie?
Yeah, probably because it's got Scarlet Witch. Introduction of Scarlet Witch.
I started watching Godzilla today. It had Scarlet Witch and Quicksilver in it.
Really? Oh, yes. Yeah. The old Godzilla.
Nah, not that old.
Not the old. Not like the black and white one, but the one with Matthew Broderick.
Nah.
Oh, which one has it in? The Bryan Cranston one?
Yeah.
Oh, is that them?
Yeah, and it's got Quicksilver in it too. I think they're doing it.
Well, he is Quicksilver.
Yeah, Quicksilver.
Aaron Taylor Johnson and...
Yeah, Quicksilver and Scarlet Witch, they're doing it.
I did know that. I, for some reason, thought that they were in the Matthew Broderick one, but they would have been about 8.
I think they were watching too much Jurassic Park when they made that movie because of the little raptor things.
I think that's an alright Godzilla. It gets a bad rap.
I'll have to watch it. I've never seen it, so I thought I'd watch it.
Oh, you didn't watch it? You were just going to?
Yeah, I actually watched Pacific Rim too. I got through that.
Not two as well.
The first one. I've never got through the first one, but I got through it now.
Yeah, Pac Rim, that's on at the moment.
So we'll have to go watch that.
We'll have to go and watch Pac Rim and Tomb Raider. I think Tomb Raider's getting alright reviews. They're both getting okay reviews.
We'll watch both of those.
Not bad reviews, but okay. Which for a video game movies for Tomb Raider is like... Academy Award reviews.
I was like, had my hopes held up high pretty much for Assassin's Creed, but that sucked.
Yeah, see, that's the other thing. Everyone was like, "Ooh, Assassin's Creed," and then
It wasn't like I didn't hate it. It just
it was just okay.
It was just okay. Yeah.
Well, apparently for this one, the characters are good, but the story's just a bit okay.
Yeah, well, I think it's based off that Tomb Raider game, and that game was awesome. So
Yeah, that's right. That's new Lara Croft, not little shorts.
yeah, it was like prequels to the old ones.
Not little shorty shorts. It's
No.
blooded singlet.
Yeah, badass.
Getting stabbed through the stomach with a branch.
Yeah, it was all like horror porn.
Yeah, it was cool for one. Lara Croft.
What was the other trailer we were going to do?
So we were going to do Deadpool.
Oh yeah,
Deadpool 2.
Deadpool 2. That trailer's awesome. That new one that's just come out.
Yeah, that looks cool.
It's really sweary.
Yeah, is it sweary? Let's
Yeah,
get
really
sweary.
sweary.
Yeah.
And I was like, holy dooly. But I was like, yeah, it's cool.
It does look cool. I'm more excited because we haven't seen a lot of. It definitely we haven't seen a lot of footage. We saw that because he does lots of gimmicky trailers,
Yeah,
and
and
then
like
it was like a heap of
You
footage
just
at the
see
end.
him being funny and like making little toys.
Yeah. Oh, that's Toy Story. They did that one too.
Yeah.
So it looks like now we know a bit of the plot that Cable's coming to kill a kid. That's played
The
by
fat kid.
Yeah, from Wilder People.
Yeah.
The
Oh,
New
is that who
Zealand
that
kid.
kid is?
Yeah.
Oh, that's cool.
So he's coming to
I think
kill
I saw
him.
him in like a Lynx ad or something not long ago.
Yeah, that's that guy.
Yeah, cool.
So he's coming to kill him, and
Who was
it looks like we've got X. He's got to get X Force together.
Yeah, he
It
says
looks like there's
something
a prison
about.
or something.
He says, "We'll call it X Force because that's not derivative at all."
Yeah, the lady goes, "Oh, that's not." Domino says something like that's not derivative at all, and he gives it a thumbs up,
Yeah.
like on Black Panther.
Yeah, and he's got some cool X Force T-shirt.
Yeah. Oh, he's got an X. Yeah, he's an X-Men T-shirt. Looks like he
No,
can.
it's X Force.
Oh, he's
But
got
it's like
jersey.
it's just yeah, it was cool looking.
I thought that was X-Men. I thought that was like at the beginning of the movie where he went to annoy Negasonic.
Negasonic, yeah.
And so it looked like he needs Negasonic's help, and my guess would be that she's doing some X-Men business, and he breaks the police line, and he's dressed like in it, and he's like, "I'm here to save the day," and then he does something, maybe saves the day stupidly, and he's like, "Now you got to come help me," and Negasonic is like,
So is Cable gonna be in this one?
"Yeah, Cable is gonna be all over it."
Ooh, and Terry Crews is in it.
Yeah, he's playing Bedlam. We know that because he looks at some headshots and it says Bedlam
Bedlam. That's cool.
by Terry Crews. So he's like a electricity guy, if I remember my X-Men, I think.
Negasonic, Teenage Warhead, Domino, Bedlam. Yeah, that's cool. Like, because like they made a joke in the last one about how they can only afford a couple of X-Men, and so now they must have had a bigger budget.
And he even makes a joke in this one where he says, they have to be young, sexy. Oh no, they have to be sexy, badass, and young enough to carry a franchise for 6 to 10 years or something, which is funny. Yeah.
So is Disney distributing? Like, is this Disney that's doing this, or is
I don't think so. I don't think the deal's that far along yet that they're actually distributing it.
So we're going to get any more, or is this it? Because he does make a comment in the movie where they said, "Stop at 2, 2's enough," or something.
Yeah, I don't know. What do you reckon that's him referring to?
He says something about, "Don't do 3, just kill it with 2." So I think this is probably the last one we're going to get of these.
No, I think they'll make more. I think they'll make X-Force movies.
Oh.
But Deadpool will be in X-Force movies. I think that's my best guess. I like that little bit with him.
Yeah.
Because that makes you think like they're talking about Deadpool. But my guess...
No, they're talking about something totally different.
I think they're talking about Blade because he was in Blade 3 and it was crap. And Blade 2 was the best one.
Yeah,
so
probably.
I think him and TJ Miller are talking about Blade. And he's like...
Could be anything they're talking about.
It could be. Could be Sisterhood of the Traveling Pants.
Could be Toy Story. It could be anything.
Although Toy Story 3 was actually good.
Yeah,
it was sad.
Yeah, it was sad. It was like Schindler's List for Toy Story.
But I think it would just fit with the Deadpool humor if they were like talking about Blade because he's having fun at himself. Because he's like, Blade 2 was awesome. Just leave it there. You killed it.
Yeah.
And then you're like, I get it because he was crap in Blade 3.
Yeah, and Josh Brolin's in this as well as his Thanos. So his Cable, Thanos.
Yeah, and...
something else this year?
Cable, Thanos, and I can't remember what else he was.
He does a lot, doesn't he?
Josh Brolin's good. He's a good Cable, I think. He looks like Cable.
What's the TV show that does Sicario or something? I haven't seen it, some drug show or something.
That's a movie, Sicario, isn't it?
Oh, it's a movie, is it?
Maybe they're doing a TV show with him in it too.
No, it's probably just a sequel.
Yeah, I think they are. There's a good shot in the Deadpool one where he's using his mechanical arm to go down the building.
Oh, really? I have to
like
check.
he jumps off the building and he's like holding
the wall.
And he's like going down.
Oh, I think I might have... Yeah, I think I've seen that. That looks rad.
And he's got a little teddy bear on his belt, which might be...
Is that something to do with a kid or something?
Maybe Cyclops gave it to him when he was a kid and he carries it now. He's an old man. I don't know.
It's not the unicorn that Deadpool was beaten off to in the first one?
No, although that would be good. I think it's either... a reference to, I think there was some, I haven't read Cable since I was a kid, but I think there was a Cable comic book where he had this like young girl that he had to rescue. Oh. So it might be a throwback to that, or it might be something that Cyclops gave him when he was a baby, like he was sent to the future.
He's a time traveler, isn't he?
I think he had a virus and they sent him to the future to get cured.
Oh, that's cool.
The techno-organic virus, which is why he's got all that metal.
This guy that's directing it looks like... He did the Atomic Blonde movie. Did you watch that?
Yeah, no.
It was... I got halfway through it. Maybe I finished it. I can't remember. It was alright.
I heard it was better than something. Red Sparrow. But
I haven't watched Red Sparrow yet. Is that good?
The review I read of Red Sparrow said I prefer to be watching Atomic Blonde.
Oh, no.
But that's it.
Because I didn't really pay much attention to Atomic Blonde when I watched it.
No, they said... I never thought I'd say this, but Red Sparrow makes me want to watch Atomic Blonde.
Oh.
And so that was it. I don't know if that's good or bad. I think they were getting at that it was just boring.
Well, maybe we should go watch Pacific Rim then.
Yeah, Pac Rim. See, these are the ones that are interesting to me. Pac Rim and what was the other one?
Tomb Raider.
Because they get mediocre reviews because they're not like horrible, but they're not great. So they're the ones that I usually...
What about Ready Player One? That's this year. This week.
Yeah, that got...
Really?
People were saying it was a return to form for Spielberg, whatever that means.
Well, it probably means that he's bringing back every character that he's ever...
Yeah. Although they said 70% of Ready Player One is, or maybe even more, is computer animated. And
it looks really computer animated from some of the trailers, like when they're in the Oasis, it looks,
But I want to see, apparently they've got Serenity Ship, they've got maybe the Enterprise, they've got Kanada's Bike, they've got the Iron Giant, they've got Mickey, they've got Mario, they've got... Chucky.
I'm pretty sure I saw Chucky. I was like, that's Chucky.
So many things.
Well, I really want to watch Deadpool.
Deadpool 2 looks good. And it looks like it's on a lot bigger scope than the second... Because the second one... the first one
the first one, it was okay. But like I said, it was a good movie. I liked it. It was just... It was small. And I get it's an origin movie.
Really
but
small. They didn't have much money either.
Yeah, and so I suppose they were limited to what they could do. And what they did was amazing.
But they only had like a bridge... and then a helicarrier.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
And then a few other locations.
Yeah, there wasn't a lot to that movie, hey.
And this one, the big thing they've been saying is that there's a surprise cameo. So
it's Wolverine?
Do you think it's going to be Wolverine, or people are saying Professor X?
No, I've told you he's going to play Wolverine, haven't I?
Who? Scott Eastwood, that's what you think?
Yeah, Scott Eastwood, he's going to be Wolverine.
Why?
I don't know. I watched an interview with him the other day and he said he'd do it.
Yeah, he has said he'd do it. But he...
Imagine if in Deadpool 2 you had Scott Eastwood come out as Wolverine.
Yeah, if you had... What come out of Wolverine?
Scott Eastwood.
Ooh, that would be good.
It would be cool. I'm hoping... another thing, Pacific Rim. I'm hoping to see how Scott Eastwood goes in that.
Yeah. Maybe they'll have...
But I rewatched the Suicide Squad this morning... Just to see, what Scott Eastwood...
What is he doing it?
What else has he been in besides that movie?
Scott Eastwood, he's in something.
I don't know.
Pacific Rim?
Yeah, and the second one, but I haven't seen that yet.
Yeah,
so
right.
I was watching Suicide Squad, just like, what's he actually doing in this movie? And he doesn't do a lot. He's like in scenes and stuff, so just standing around shooting guns, but...
Yeah,
he doesn't do a lot.
He's not in that very much. So he's not Rick Flag.
No, Rick Flag gets a lot more play than he does.
I think Ike Barinholtz gets more play than he does, doesn't he?
You know David Harbour's in that a fair bit?
Yes.
Yeah.
But I vaguely remember, now only because you just said it, but I vaguely remember him being in it, and now I'm like, oh yeah, he was in that a lot.
He's probably in it as much as Ben Affleck's in it.
What about...
It's just probably as much as the Joker's in it.
Who does he play?
David Harbour. He's just some
bad guy or something.
No. He works for the government, and I don't know if he's with... Is it Argus, that Amanda Waller? Yeah, I don't know if he's part of that or if he's just, I don't know, high up in the government, and he's making decisions to let her do the... what are they called? Task Force X? Is that?
Oh, yeah, he was too. Yeah, I can picture him now.
Yeah,
and guy. But Ike Barinholtz is in it a lot. He's in it more than the other guys as well. He's the guard, isn't he?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, he's in it probably just as much as... Yeah, they all get a little bit of play. There's a lot of characters, so it's hard. Katana's badass in that.
Katana? No, she's the worst character ever.
I like Katana.
Well, she doesn't do anything.
Yeah, she kills people.
And her soul catch, that's the worst bit of exposition ever. You can't say. You meant to show it on a TV series. You can't go, this is Wolverine. He's got an unbreakable skeleton, but he's more beast than man, so you better not make him angry or he'll kill you.
Yeah.
And you go,
Yeah, I know.
thanks. That's a bit dumb. Scott Eastwood is he not? I can't look it up. My phone's been slow. Isn't he in one of the Fast and Furious or all of the Fast and Furiouses or something?
That's right. Yeah, he was in the latest. He's
or Triple X? No, Fast 8. Yeah.
Yeah, who was the?
He was
so Paul Walker died,
and he's sort of going to be the government guy that's replacing Paul Walker.
Yeah, he's Paul Walker pretty much.
He works for Kurt Russell, but he's going to be like a.
He was in the Texas Chainsaw Massacre movie from 2013.
Oh, I don't watch those remakes. I watched.
Was there another Texas Chainsaw before that?
Yeah.
Yeah, not from the 70s.
Oh, I see what you mean. Yeah, there's been a heap of Leatherface.
Maybe from 2006.
There's been a lot of Leatherface movies, isn't there?
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't watch those ones, but I have, apart from the Rob Zombie.
The Rob Zombie
remakes.
Yeah. I've never watched those. House of the Living. No, what are those?
House of a Thousand Corpses.
That's
good. And so's the other one with Captain Spaulding, whatever they are.
Captain Spaulding. What's Captain Spaulding?
He's like the clown that is in those ones. House of a Thousand Corpses and Devil's Rejects. Devil's Rejects is my favourite, I think. There's a movie Rob Zombie's in called Airheads, and he's in a band called White Zombie. Chris Farley's at some bar and he's like looking for Brendan Fraser's missus and is Rob Zombie in that? Yeah,
well, he's just in White Zombie playing and someone rips out. No, Chris Farley rips out some guy's nipple ring because he says improvise. So what's the third trailer we're doing?
Third trailer was Fantastic Beasts, I guess, was the one that came out.
Fantastic Beasts.
We get to see this one.
So this isn't Where You Find Them. This is The Crimes of Grindelwald. So who's Grindelwald again? Is that
I think
Johnny Depp or?
Yeah, I think that's Dumbledore's boyfriend or something.
Ooh.
But then he's going to be, maybe does he become, I don't read the books, but maybe Grindelwald becomes Voldemort, or maybe Voldemort is Grindelwald's like Voldemort but older or younger, or Voldemort's younger and Grindelwald was like Voldemort. Who knows?
Oh, well, I'm going to have to work all this out if I'm going to go watch this movie.
Well, they'll tell you in the movie, won't they?
Hopefully. It's got Newt Scamander again.
Yeah.
And what's his mate's name? The one that makes
he's back. That's really good. I like that because I like that character. The guy from the Goldbergs, the brother from the Goldbergs.
Yeah, he's the best. I love him in. Have you ever seen Balls of Fury?
Yes, he's good in that, isn't he?
There's another one too, Fanboys, where they're Star Wars fans and they.
Oh yeah, I like that. Fanboys is a very underrated movie. That's
an awesome movie. His name is Dan.
Isn't Jason Mewes in one of them?
Jason Mewes.
Oh, he's in that other one, Gears of War one.
Oh, the one where they're sponsored by Gears of War.
Yeah. I don't know wearing a Gears of War hat.
Yeah, and they're drinking a lot of energy drinks.
Yeah, he's in that one.
Thanks for the energy drink.
Jew Boys. Jew Crew, if you've seen.
It's energizing limeade.
Do you fuck with Baja Blast? That's what they say on Game Over Man.
I got to watch that movie.
Yeah. Game Over Man, that's a good one for Netflix. If you guys haven't, check it out. If you're a fan of Die Hard, watch Game Over Man.
Yeah, there's another good one on Netflix too.
What's that?
Annihilation.
Oh, yeah, we watched Annihilation. Did you like it?
It was weird.
It was weird.
So weird.
Yeah, it has a very ambiguous ending.
The ending, up until the ending, I was like, yeah, I'm with you. And then the ending, I was like, yeah, this is why I didn't go to cinema. Right?
Okay, you can't, if you don't want spoilers for Annihilation, turn off now.
Yeah, America, yeah.
But yeah, what's going on? Did you turn off? Okay, turn off now. I'm giving you last warning. All right, what's going on with that thing? It would look like a bad CGI thing that was squishing her.
Did you hear the noise? Yeah, and so that scene where it was squishing her into the wall, that's that scene, and it's just, and the noise it made, it's just
it's weird. But then she was one of them.
Yeah, and he's like, have you ever seen a phosphorus grenade go off? He's like, you should cover your eyes and right now. And then he's like, I'm not too sure if you're me or if I'm me.
Yeah. So it looks like they were both aliens at the end.
Yeah, they both got killed, and then
it was weird.
Pete, he said that in the books, none of the characters have names, and the fact that his name was Cain was foreshadowing that he killed the husband.
Oh, I see. Yeah.
Did you also notice that?
Because this is a book first that people are big fans of.
It's a trilogy. Yeah.
A trilogy, yeah.
But this is like just from the first book. But so now Poe Dameron can tell Kylo Ren that he fucked his grandma.
Yeah, that's right. Amidala. Oh, I didn't put that together. There you go, guys.
Yeah.
Oh,
so and you just be like, ha, I'm a grandmotherfucker.
And same with that black professor.
Oh, yeah, that guy. Yeah, well.
He fucked.
He did it too.
But he's not in post.
But why even have that whole that sub story? Like, it's just sort of like...
It just makes Natalie Portman's and it doesn't pay off anywhere.
No, nothing.
Because it's meant to say that she's guilty and that's why she's going out of her way to help Oscar Isaac's character. No, it doesn't.
And the bear that made the girls scream, it wasn't the girl. It just captured her scream and made it... It was just
so maybe...
So strange.
If you've read the books, you know more. You can tweet it at us if you've read the books and tell us. But I don't get it either. Because
what about how he cut his belly open and had
stuff
the
was all moving
inside, and they're like, oh, it's the trick of the light. They're like, no way.
That ain't no trick of no light.
And then they see him down and he's
popped. Like a fungus thing. Yeah, it's weird.
And then the girl just disappears, right? And becomes one of the flower people in that village.
Yeah, one of the tree people. Yeah,
but then they don't even...
Literal tree people.
They don't even mention that the the leader had taken off, and then you're like, so where's the leader? And then they get to the lighthouse and her face is all messed up, and she's like,
oh yeah, she's gone down into the HR guy
and then she just turns into light, and then you
disappears. Yeah, I don't get it. Maybe if you've read the book, you can tell us what's going on there.
Like, but I liked the movie. I thought it was a cool movie. I thought it was cool.
It was a cool idea,
cool concept, but I can see why it didn't test well and why.
Yeah, and why it's so contentious. I mean, I watched it and I was interested the whole story.
Yeah, I was interested.
And it was only sort of like half an hour after I finished watching it where I was like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
I was like, but I didn't ever feel cheated watching it, and I was engaged, and I was
Natalie
like...
Portman put in a good performance.
Yeah, I thought she was good, and so was Oscar Isaac with his bleeding, although he didn't do much.
You know, he's shooting Last Jedi at the same time, so they're just going different lots.
And what about, I thought that Valkyrie was good, Tessa Thompson.
Yeah, the whole... Yeah.
Although they were very understated, and they kind of get out of the story very quickly, don't they?
Yeah, and I just think...
The shimmer's cool, though. But from the trailers, I was expecting this big, rich world full of weird creatures. Yeah, and we saw nearly all of them.
You see two. You see the alligator. Bear. Yeah, the alligator and the bear, and that's all that was there.
Oh, and we see those antler things with the, flower antlers.
Oh, yeah.
We see all them in the trailer.
Yeah.
So I was like thinking, they show us 3 of the things in the trailer, but when we go and we're going to see this well, we didn't really. You saw... The skull bear.
I think...
What was the bear? It was a cross between a bear and a what?
Well, it had a skull for a face.
Yeah, but I thought it refracted things. It didn't...
that was weird. It's mutated, but...
Yeah.
The whole...
Because it was a shark crocodile.
The director said that he didn't want to reread the book. He just wanted to do his interpretation. He must have read it once and said, this is my interpretation of the book.
Well, I could do that.
And then they said to the director, well, maybe you should change the ending. And he said, no, I'm sticking to it, and this is what it is. And then they were just like...
Pinchy presents the Bible. I could do that and just go from memory.
They were just like, okay, well, we're not gonna, show this in cinemas and whatever.
Yeah.
Anyway, we should move on to Fantastic Beasts so that you can.
Fantastic Beasts. So the trailer, This is the one that
I barely watched it. Hey,
I watched it, but Fantastic. I don't know much.
I like the original Fantastic Beasts movie. So did I. And I don't like Harry Potter movies, so.
Yeah, well, maybe that's why, because lots of people don't like the original, the Fantastic Beasts one.
Really?
But I think. There's a few things. I mean...
I've tried to watch Harry Potter so many times, and I just can't get into it. And maybe I should have watched it when it came out, because I think it hasn't aged very well.
Well, when all that Harry Potter stuff was going on, I think I was in my sort of like between 20 to 25, 26. So I kind of went over it, because it was before I was like, actually, this stuff is fun.
Oh, I wasn't even...
And I was like, I'm too cool. I'm not going to... Fuck you and your books.
Yeah, I wouldn't even go watch Star Wars movies at that point. I was just sort of like, nah, these are shit.
Yeah, that's right. I was like, fuck you and your... But like now, I might, if it happened now, I might read the books or something and be like, oh yeah, they're cool. But I kind of missed over it, and I have read the books since, and I have seen all the Harry Potter movies, but it's just...
I think I have watched them all.
Didn't sink into me the way...
But I did like Fantastic Beasts, so I reckon I like this.
I liked it as well. I didn't like Johnny Depp at the end, but he looks different in this trailer. He's got longer hair.
Colin Farrell was much cooler with that haircut.
Yeah, that's why they should have done something where they're like, whoops, he's stuck in Colin Farrell's body. He can't get out. Because I thought he was a better villain than...
They should have just been like...
Although we haven't seen Johnny Depp, to be fair. Maybe he'll be fantastic. I just have a feeling that he won't be.
Maybe he'll lose all his hair and then be bald, and that'd be a cool character to see Johnny Depp as a bald guy.
Yeah, that's right.
Wasn't he in Fear and Loathing bald, sort of? Came over?
Yeah, came over, didn't he? I haven't seen Rum Diaries. Was he bald in that?
I never worried.
Oh. Well, yeah. So Fantastic Beasts, tweet us what you thought. I think it looks interesting. I'll go and see it. It looks cool to see Hogwarts in the daytime. I don't think we saw that much in the...
as always. And it's like,
And you get to see young Dumbledore.
Yeah, 2018 version of a prequel.
Yeah, and they get to go, remember Dumbledore? Here he is. Remember these dudes? Hey there. But I think that I'll go and see it and I was happy that the Goldberg's brother guy, whatever his name is,
is back in it. Yeah, because I
really
thought that was the end of him because he was just sort of making his weird creatures into his pastries.
Yeah, and maybe they need him because we don't have a Harry Potter.
He's got to charge a lot for that because it's a lot of work to make those pastries.
Yeah, yum.
Yeah.
Maybe his girlfriend just magics them up.
Well, oh yeah, she was pretty cool. I like that chick.
But I think he has to be in it because Harry Potter in the first one played the role of sort of someone getting introduced to Hogwarts. So he sort of takes the audience with, what's that? Oh, that's this. Okay. And we don't have anyone like that. And if Newt and everyone knows all about it, we get a bit lost. So maybe they bring that guy along. So he's a bit
I did see in the trailer.
Where are we?
They said
Hogwarts. Right.
They're going to Paris for some reason or something. Anyway, we should probably wrap it up. So what do you got? You know, watch a movie tonight?
I'm going to go and try and watch Tomb Raider, I think. Yeah, and then we can watch
Pacific Rim.
Pac Rim.
Yep.
But we'll wrap it up with Game Night. We watched Game Night. What about that?
Game Night was awesome.
Yeah.
It was the best.
And it was really funny. We were chuckling out loud.
We were the only people in the cinema.
We literally were the only people in the cinema. We went saw it on a Tuesday. I was pleasantly surprised. And this is the main young kid from Freaks and Geeks and his partner that write and direct it. Yep. Not partner as in husband, partner as in writing partner, I think. Partner, yeah. Director partner. Yeah. They're going to do a superhero movie, are they?
They might sleep together sometimes.
Yeah, who knows?
Yeah,
who knows?
That's their business.
2018.
Yeah.
But I think they're doing a superhero movie or something soon. The Flashpoint, maybe? Is that what they're doing?
Yeah. I don't know. That's cool. I did see...
So Game Night made me happier for that because it was definitely...
Yeah, it was good.
Funny.
Really good.
And what about they have...
What's his name? The dude out of New Girl?
Yeah.
What's his name?
Winston?
Winston,
isn't it? Yeah,
he was
he's
great.
awesome.
And he was pulling off Winston.
We won't that. But I think you would really like Game Night. If it's a bit like a funnier version of that Michael Douglas movie, The Game.
Yeah.
It's one of the movies where you don't know what's real and what isn't.
Yeah, there's a lot of twists. And the thing is, like, there's no point even trying to work out the twist because it's best just to like
to
watch
go with
it.
the ride,
and just be like, okay, let's just and what's the guy out of Breaking Bad? What's his name?
He's out of Friday Night Lights as well. Yeah. Jesse Plemons, maybe.
Yeah, I want to try and work out what his name in the show was. I think
his name's Jesse Plemons or something.
No. In the Game Night.
Yeah, I think the actor's someone. Anyway, he's really funny in it as a cop. That's like you don't know,
and can't get over his ex-wife. His missus left him, so he's all sad. They don't want to play games in the anymore because he's a weirdo.
And who else was good in it? Kyle Chandler, also from Friday Night Lights. He was good as the older brother.
Rachel McAdams was great in it.
There was a great scene in this one where Aaron was nearly vomiting.
Yeah, Gary. His name's Gary.
Gary in this. That's
Gary.
Right.
Gary's
Officer
great.
Gary.
Yeah, Gary's great.
There was a great scene where it's very disgusting, and Aaron was like, ugh.
Yes.
Oh God.
Yeah, it was pretty gross.
It was a good scene,
but it was funny.
There's lots of great scenes, and it was just chuck. It's rare that a comedy. I think the last comedy I sort of enjoyed at the cinema that was sort of low budget. Well, this wasn't even that low budget.
That one
it was like
Masterminds. Zach Galifianakis. Yeah, that was the one I was thinking of that we liked. That was a good comedy. This is just as pretty good, pretty much the same.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
So those ones are sort of a bit, all over the shop.
Yeah, go watch Game Night.
Go watch Game Night, and we will try and watch Pac Rim,
Tomb Raider,
and I'll try and watch Tomb Raider.
Ready Player One.
Ready Player One. So we've got lots of movies to come up. So maybe we can do an extra long movie review one.
Yeah.
When we can squeeze them in. Yeah. And we'll try and do that before I go away.
Yeah.
How about that Wednesday night or something?
Yeah, that's cool.
Night. Anyway, we'll try and do that. You guys don't need to worry about that. But until then, we'll put this one up just so you guys have something to do, and we'll get some other ones done soon.
Yeah, we just thought we better touch base because
we've been lazy.
Yeah, well, it's just been busy.
It's been busy.
It's been crazy.
Busy time of year.
Yeah.
But we'll have to get back in the habit of it because we're going to start being punched in the guts with good movies every week.
There's so much good content coming out, and that's the problem. There hasn't been much, but now there's lots.
And then all the shows will come back, and then we'll be like,
I've been trying to keep up. Like I've been catching up on
Silicon Valley starts this week.
Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. I've been watching that. So yeah, there's. And what's the other one? Jessica Jones. We've been watching that.
Jessica Jones. Yeah, I'm only 4 episodes in.
Yeah, I think I'm
being a bit slow.
Maybe a couple more, but yeah, it's good.
It's good.
Yeah, it's slow.
I just miss Kilgrave.
Yeah,
as a villain.
I haven't seen that Kilgrave yet.
And what about?
He was in it a little bit, but it was just like flashbacks. Yeah.
What about Silicon Valley? That's coming back.
Oh yeah, but doesn't have me favourite.
Your favourite? Everyone was like going, "Yay, TJ Miller's not in it."
Really? He's great.
I thought he was the funniest.
The last time I saw him, he was in an Opium Den. He went big. head.
Big head. Yeah.
Big.
So no TJ Miller. All right, guys, we'll
better
wrap
go.
this up and we'll talk to you very soon. Until then,
Cool. Sayonara. Bye.